Hey, girls.
Hey,
Hello.
Ma. Hi, Connect. How are my darlings?
Wonderful. How are you?
Oh, not too
Whew.
bad for 5
Hey,
a.m. in the
Elisa.
morning.
I'm having a little anxiety, I think.
Yeah, I think me too. I think I wasn't expecting any of this right now.
Yeah.
Oh, just think how this poor old woman was at 1 o'clock this morning.
Let me get my comments going. How is everybody? You guys enjoying your Saturday? Hey, Alma.
Hey, there's,
Dun, dun, dun. Hey, Nurse Sandy. Oh my gosh, guys, my hands are a little sweaty. I don't know whether I'm like
Me
completely
too.
pissed off or I am just like, ugh. Hey, Genty.
Heard my emotions, and I think I'm kind of all over the place right now. Not happy for sure.
and it's all
Hmm.
my fault, ladies and gentlemen. I will put my hand up. I started all this.
No, 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 no. We will never shoot the messenger here.
Nah. Hey,
I know. I'm
Julian
only
Barry.
pulling your
Well,
leg,
since the
sweetheart.
sun decided to wake up this morning and air all of this shit on the internet, we're just gonna fucking air it all today.
Capital SHIT.
Yeah, we're gonna air it all, and hopefully Jim
Surely
will get
are.
back to you. Yeah, iconic call, Jim. Hey, Nayfolk. We're gonna talk about it. Um unless Heidi's been found and they're not telling anybody, then I think what went out today was absolutely disgusting.
Alma, don't jump to believing just anything yet, okay?
We have
Let's
a
let's
lot to
put our
tell you guys.
collected caps on and think about this logically, not emotionally.
Well, first, we're going to start with the article. We're going to read it, and then we're going to tell you guys what we've known because we have known a lot of information for a long time and we have never put it out. And we were never
No,
going to put it out until Heidi was found or if she's been found. I
Certain
personally
things
don't believe
you
Heidi's
need
been found.
confirmation.
yeah, you've got to have absolute categorically confirm your sources and make sure what's being told to you is 100% correct before you go and put it out in the big bad media world. And oh boy,
Especially
Yeah.
if it's a paid article, and that's all I have to say about that.
Yeah, it is. It's a paid article, and we left Jim a message. I don't know why they would not say that Jim was out, but we know the players, we know the rapper, we know the girl that punched her in the head, we know everything. But
Everything.
for this article, I'm sorry, I am pissed off today. People, oh my gosh, like everyone's concerned about this little Bond boy, but this comes out today. You know what? I am so upset that I think I need to take what are those things called to calm your nerves?
Valium.
Yes, anything that calms the nerves because like my hands are sweaty right now.
Mm-hmm.
We're not going to watch the video, but we're going to show you guys some video of the supposed party night.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
I
Don't take
really,
fentanyl. No fentanyl.
I don't think I can handle reading this article, guys. Like
I'll read it.
I am a
I'll
little
read
bit
it.
pissed off to be honest with you guys.
Yeah, I have nothing nice to
You know
say.
what I think it is, girls? Let me say one thing, and then I'm going to go get a drink, not a liquor drink, but a regular drink. I think it's because we don't work like this that this was when I oh my gosh, I am mind blown. I am just like, what in the and excuse my French, guys, I'm probably gonna cuss today. What in the entire fuck is going on today? This really bothered me.
And it bothered me when I saw it at 1 a.m. this morning. And please don't shout at me for being up that early, but when I saw this come up, I was floored, absolutely floored that this is
Yeah,
out in
whenever
the
Kaz
press.
sent it to me, it's like a punch in the gut, honestly. You try to bring a certain level of facts, a certain level of integrity, a certain level of trust between the people who are listening to you for information. And whenever you see somebody running with something I'm beside myself. I feel like, is this even real right now?
Jen, we're going to tell you everything that we know, that we were told. We are going to show you a video of the night, supposedly the night that it happened at the penthouse on the 4001 building. We know everything. We know the players' names. I know the owner of the condo. We have known this for a while, but we just sat back because we did not want to disrespect Heidi's name or her son that is capable of reading this article.
Not only that, but the investigation as a whole.
Correct. Correct. All right. I will put. I've got this
But
article
listen,
up
you
on my
guys talk,
screen.
you guys say whatever you want to say. I'm really not. I need 2 minutes. Let me go grab my drink that I left in my kitchen and
You're
let
good, girl. Do your
give
thing.
me 2 minutes. You guys talk it
Yeah.
out. You
Well,
called Jim.
Mm-hmm.
We left him a message. Okay, I'll be right back, guys, and we're gonna get right into it.
all right. Well, I'll just give everybody a heads up. Most of you in chat know I suffer from insomnia, and I don't sleep very much. And true crime is my passion. So I try to keep abreast of pretty much everything that's going on. Not only Heidi's case, but there's so many other cases that are out there. And as I do, I was awake at 1 a.m. this morning. I hopped onto my phone and I thought, I wonder if there's anything going on with Heidi today. And I popped it in Google search, and this article that I'm going to read out to you came up. And I read it, and I had to reread it because I'm thinking, oh my God. I mean, I don't like swearing, and I very rarely do, but when I do, I have a potty mouth, and it's a good job it was very early in the morning, otherwise I would have been going off my head because everybody's asleep. And I go in my study and I'm thinking, I have got to tell Ma and Iconic about this article. This is going to blow their blinking minds. So I sent them a DM this morning, very early, and I had to wait until they saw it. Iconic saw it first, and she was gobsmacked to say the least.
I
Angry.
saw red. I saw
Yeah.
red. All red.
Yeah. And then Ma saw it, and then we all get on the phone, and we're doing a conference chat, and me in Australia and the girls over in the US, and we discussed it, and I read it to them, and wow, yeah.
All right,
I can't wait to. Oh, Ma's back. I
Hey,
cannot wait.
Kathy. Hey, I
For
love
you guys.
Wait, I love snack cakes. Okay. All right, let's go for it, and we'll after the article, we'll just say everything that we know and what's going on.
Okay, I'm going to read it from my computer because I've got it. It's still sitting up at my computer. All right. Hold your seats, hold your heads. Here I come. This is the heading. Missing Heidi Planck died from a prescription drug overdose at a wild strippers and crypto gambling party, and panicked relatives disposed of her body through the trash chute. It has been sensationally claimed. Bookkeeper Heidi, 39,
You see
disappeared
that
in.
keyword? I know. I'm just like ready to
Yeah,
do a couple backflips.
sensationally. Sensationally.
Sensationally.
I know. Okay. This first sentence is everything we know anyway, but it's bookkeeper Heidi, 39, disappeared in highly mysterious circumstances after attending her 11-year-old son's flag football game in LA on October 17th. Now, that's no news to us whatsoever. Okay. Cops have been searching for almost 2 weeks at the landfill site at Castiac, some 50 miles north of a building where Heidi was last seen on CCTV cameras with her dog 7 in downtown LA. No big news. Officers have said they found evidence at the Hope and Flower apartment building which led them to believe Heidi is dead.
Wait 1 second. Is she breaking up to you, Iconic?
Maybe just a little, but not too bad.
You got your earbuds in?
I have, sweetheart.
Okay. You guys
Is
can
that
hear her
better?
okay?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. I think the mic was too close to my mouth. Officers have said that they found evidence at the Hope and Flower apartment building which led them to believe Heidi is dead. It is understood they were led to the Kitchita Cannon landfill because it is where the waste disposal company working at the apartment building dumps its trash. I hate reading that part. Now, internet sleuths who have been investigating the case claim to have solved the riddle of what happened to Heidi. And I emphasize the word solved. And I'm going to say the names. I'm going to read it exactly as what's in this article, so it's out there for everybody to see anyway. So I'm not doxing anybody. Dawn Heim, 50, who has worked 21 years as a paralegal in LA and co-hosts the Mo and Boots the True Crime in Real Time show on YouTube, made the bombshell claim on
Hang on one
Friday.
second. Hang on. Something's so off with this audio, guys. You have to mute Iconic, maybe. Something's like,
What's
okay,
it sounding
Kaz.
like? Oh, is it all right now?
Yeah, now it's good.
Okay. Dawn Heim, 50, who has worked 21 years as a paralegal in LA and co-hosts the Mo and Boots YouTube channel, made the bombshell claim on Friday. Now, this is Friday, folks. Remember that. The mama foretold the son she thinks she may have cracked the case after visiting Hope and Flower on Wednesday with the godmother of Heidi's son to tend a vigil site erected nearby her friends and family. Sleuths investigate. Whilst there, they were approached by a woman who lives in the building and who the godmother had spoken with before. The woman asked them to come into the building and help fix a flat tire on her Maserati car through Dawn's AAA.
You're driving a Maserati and you don't have a way to fix your tire. That part too just cracks me up.
Dawn was less stunned when the woman eventually claimed that she had witnessed Heidi die from an overdose after taking anti-ADHD drug Adderall laced with fentanyl at a party on the 40th floor. The alleged eyewitness who claimed that she came face to face with Heidi's remains in the trash chute after it got stuck on the 28th floor. And yes, I'm not misreading that. That's what it states. And in yet another bizarre twist of the tale, Dawn says the witness later flipped out when she and Heidi's friend tried to leave and sucker punched Dawn from behind, leaving her with concussion. Dawn told Sun, I was told that Heidi went down there to see someone she had been dating who lives in the building and gets some Adderall from him. There was a huge party up on the 40th floor, so she dropped her dog off with a dog sitter. Apparently she'd done the same before. So she was up at this really big party and they were gambling with cryptocurrency. There were lots of drugs and strippers and they had brought a stripper pole up there and they had a DJ. I was told by several people that Heidi got her extra Adderall from this boyfriend and that she was addicted to Adderall but nothing else. She did not do any other drugs, but they told me the Adderall was laced with fentanyl. I was told that she overdosed in the middle of the dance floor, fell down, and broke a glass that she had in her hand. A group of people tried to revive her, but they couldn't, and they got scared because of this a lot of this illegal stuff going on in the apartment that night. Now, I am going to put out a trigger warning for the next couple of things because people might get very upset by what I'm about to say, and I do apologize, but I'm only reading what the article said. So be warned, everybody.
God, my
So
blood is boiling. I'm
Mine
just like,
too.
I'm biting my tongue off right now, Kaz. Like, I'm la 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 la.
Holding
Yeah.
back.
I know, and this is what I'm going to say next is not nice. So be warned, everybody. So a bunch of them took her out, carried her out, and put her in the garbage chute and pushed her down. The girl was telling me this. Sorry, the girl who was telling me this was there, saw it happen, and heard Heidi fall down the chute, but didn't hear her stop at the bottom. Now, I've got my own thing on that one. She said she went to check all the chutes down to the 28th floor. When she stopped, she opened the door to the trash chute on the 20th floor and saw Heidi was stuck there. Hang on, I just got to compose myself.
Why did this woman, and we'll tell you who this woman is and who the big famous rapper is, but why didn't she, why wouldn't you just call the police? You're a mother of your own child. Now, supposedly her child was the one that knew the dog Seven because he was going to go to school. He went down at 10 p.m. to walk his dog and he saw Seven. He also said that Seven was there with another black man that resembled Saeem that was not the boyfriend.
Why did she take it upon herself to be the one to go check the 28th floor?
Exactly. Because
so what are you doing?
She couldn't hear her go all the way down to the bottom.
Exactly.
But
so what do you
excuse me, if you're on the 40th, I wasn't saying excuse me to you, Mark. I'm just saying to her, nobody, unless you've got extremely acute sensitive hearing, could hear something go from the 40th floor to the basement where the garbage ends up.
Bingo.
How did you know to check the 28th floor?
That's what I was going to
why
say.
were you with them when they were dumping her? Why were you the one that was with them? If there was a party, and you'll see there was a lot of people there when we show y'all the video.
We're going to show you the video of the party. But here's my question. Wait. Yeah, what did you do? Run down from the 40th to the 38th to the 37th, 30th, and check all the garbage chutes where she was at? How would you hear 40 floors her go to the bottom into a chute? Oh my God, please. This is ridiculous. This is redonkulous, like my kid used to say.
As they say, sensational.
Yeah, let's get through this article so we could get into the other stuff.
All right, sweetheart. Okay. The woman told me this in front of 3 other people who work in the building, and they were like, yeah, that's what happened. She also shared videos and a picture, which I was told showed the party in the aftermath of Heidi losing consciousness. Dawn clarified that the man who Heidi was allegedly dating at the building is not Mark Zuckerberg's charity executive boyfriend mentioned in previous reports, who is Naeem. One of the video clips she referred to, which the Sun has seen but is not publishing at Dawn's request, appears to show a woman in a bra and thong with high heel boots clearing away something on the floor below a stripper's pole.
Oh my God.
She's trying to clean her glass. It's not glass, and you'll see it.
We're going to show you guys. It's not, oh my God. I have to go step away. I'm like freaking,
reading so hot. And I'm picking up new information that I'm getting even more mad at. And yeah, Kaz, continue, please.
Okay, darling. It is time-stamped to, and this is referring to the pictures and the video. It is time-stamped to Sunday at 11:41 a.m., matching the day of the week that Heidi was last seen. Now, that is, unless they've got the wrong date on their camera, that is telling me this isn't real. It's not on the day. But not the time, which would have been around 10 p.m. rather than in the morning. because we all know she was still at home at 11:41 a.m. A second video clip shows what appeared to be a half a dozen or so scantily clad young women in the same room as that shown in the picture. There is no sign of Heidi in either the videos or the photo, and the Sun has not been able to independently verify whether they were taken at the Hope and Flower. Now, in my opinion, I just wanted to say, if they can't independently verify some of the pictures, why in hell are they posting this?
I don't know, but they'll pay
article?
$2,000 to publish it.
Damn right they will. Her Labradoodle dog 7 was found wandering on the 28th floor of the building on October 17th, the day she vanished. Next sensational heading is Shock Confession. Dawn, who runs her true crime YouTube channel with co-host Maureen Green, plus a team of 15 other people who investigate high-profile crimes, explained the bizarre chain of events which led to the eyewitness's confession. After helping to fix the woman's tire, she invited them up to a happy hour gathering in the common area of the building on level 8. Dawn said she started talking and she goes, and this is the witness, "You know, I'm just so sad." Dawn said, "I know, it's heartbreaking, and I hope they find something soon." The witness says, "Well, you know, I have ADHD, and that's where I get my Adderall. And that's how this whole conversation started." Dawn says, "I straight out asked her, 'Do you know what happened?' And she started telling me everything." Dawn said that an off-duty concierge who used to date the eyewitness approached them during the conversation and asked what they were talking about. The pair started bickering, that is, the off-duty concierge and the eyewitness, amongst themselves, and the argument moved outside of the common room into the hall area. Oh my goodness gracious. Dawn said it escalated to the point where a building manager and a security guard came over. All three of them were telling her that she should not be talking about it, and she was starting to get physical, Dawn explained. She was punching the concierge in the chest and the arms. So this is Dawn saying, her dumbass stepped in, and at that point she pushed me out of the way. My friend, the godmother, was like, "We need to go." And she, the witness, kind of socked her in the stomach. Eventually, Dawn and her friend made their way to the elevator, but the eyewitness got in with them and was telling them, "You guys can't leave. I'm doing this for you guys. How could you guys leave me right now?"
That is so freaking weird. A complete stranger from a tire change to this. What in the entire? Oh my gosh! Like, oh my
But let's
god.
just take your word at face value.
Oh, sorry. As Dawn and the godmother made their way out of the building, the eyewitness allegedly sucker punched Dawn in the back of the head very, very hard, leaving her seeing stars. Dawn went for a CT scan the next day, which found that she had suffered a concussion, and also spoke with police, but says that she's not sure if she'll be pressing charges over the attack. Why not? Heidi's ex-husband, Jim Wayne, who was the first person to report her missing, told The Sun that he does not know anything about the claims, but that he has been told by the LAPD that up to 5 people know what happened to Heidi. We've heard that statement before. Jim said, "I don't know anything about it. I really don't. I spoke to the detective this morning and they said they were bringing in some different equipment in the landfill, and that was it." An LAPD spokesman told The Sun that there was no further update other than to say that the search at the landfill is still ongoing. And that is the end of the article.
Can I just ask one question?
Sure.
If you know that 5 people or 1 to 5 people are involved in a crime, and you're being told all of this information unexpectedly, and you know that the people are still at large, she knows so much, she saw the body being disposed, then she hits you, gives you a concussion, and you're not sure if you're going to file charges. If it were me, I would think I would be immediately pressing charges, hoping that the police could at least get somebody in and start to at least question any of this. But you're not going to turn it in?
I know. Categorically agree.
It is bizarre. Now let's go have a look at the party. So we've got all these people at this party, but nobody calls the police, and you have a lady. I don't know. Something's just weird.
Oh, Sassafras Cat. Oh my gosh. What
Hey, Sassafras, human animal, Brown's mermaid. I saw someone else. I accidentally timed Tabitha out. I think I pocket modded like Sherry does. Hey, Pamela. Nurse Sandy. All right, let me freeze this. Now, listen, guys, this video is grainy. Now, remember, it's grainy because the owner of this phone drives a Maserati.
Sorry, I should laugh. Sorry.
Hang on one second. Something there, things are adding up. We're going to show you guys some of these posts from Nathan, who lives in the building. Like, I totally believe that she had, before this came out and this broke, this whole thing that we were told a couple days ago, I was convinced. I said, okay, Kaz and Iconic, let's take the husband out of the mix, and let's take anything business dealing out of the mix. What would be a motive for her to go down there and someone to kill her? So then we're thinking, she's got another boyfriend down there that resembles Naeem. Okay, that was basically kind of clarified.
And it would also confirm the alleged sighting of a man of colour walking 7 in the area where the dogs are walked.
Exactly. That would explain them seeing someone that resembled him. Absolutely. So here's the video, guys. I slowed it down. I connected both videos together, and I slowed it down. The graininess and the way it is, this is on their end. This is the best we could do. This is supposedly the night.
Do you have it on a loop? It helped me when I looped it, so I could kind of take in everything, because just take in the amount of people there, the kind of people there, the items people are holding, things that might be on a table. Just kind of look around.
Remove this comment. Oh, Mom, I'm sorry. Hope she feels better soon. I have it on repeat. Let me see if I can zoom in. It gets grainier, Alma, when you zoom in. It's really bad.
So they weren't real clear on what that was, but that is money on the table and on the floor. The women are crawling around picking it up. And if you look earlier, there's a woman holding a trash bag. It looks like it's full of money, which I think is very classy considering they're in a 40-floor high-rise penthouse. But,
Okay, but hang on 1 second. There's another dancer over here that's doing the same dance as she does. So she's looking back now and basically smiling at the camera.
Yeah.
This is Pixel. They're down there doing the dances. You'll see the guys come on the left-hand side that are holding the money for them to come over and dance towards them.
It's like a private strip event. Well, I mean, there was other stuff going on, which we'll talk about, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm. So that is definitely a catered party table with attached a stripper pole. And that's definitely money. And you can see the other dancer on the other side in the same position as this girl dancing in front of the guys. And look there's money down there.
Sass says go to the top 3 buttons on the right and you can select quality and then resolution if it works for you.
Well, I'm on window media player.
Ah,
Yeah, Cass, we redid this in a player. This is as best as we're gonna get it redone.
Okay.
yeah,
We
classy event.
put it in a player that I make my videos on, and we just got it the best that we could get it. So that's the party. Now let's talk about, because see, before the Nathan's post didn't really make any sense. Now when you read back at Nathan's post about the stench and something's missing. Something is missing. So what else? I mean, so basically Nathan, let's go look at what he says about living in the building. He's deleted everything now though.
Yeah, I can't find anything. And all his old posts are gone.
His account was reported so many times that it got taken down.
But there are screenshots of his account in the images.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, so that's the party. That's what I mean. You can see right there. Wait, let me go back. What is she reaching for on the floor?
Money.
Right?
Yeah, it's definitely money.
Right there.
She's not picking glass up as
That's
That's
what we were
money.
told. It's not glass. Come
You
on.
can see right there. That is a bill. Look.
It's uniform. Glass is jagged when it breaks.
They're picking up the money and they're putting it on the table.
Yep. It's not broken glass. This isn't the aftermath of a crime scene. They are making that money.
They sure are making that money. So the question is, who catered this party? Do I deny that Heidi went there? No. Do I not think that she has a boyfriend? I thought she has another boyfriend for weeks now. I've been telling Kaz and Iconic there's somebody else that resembles Naeem. That I believe. I don't know if I believe in the fentanyl laced Adderall. I just don't know if I believe that yet. There's a big hole missing. But the question is, who was she going to see and who was having this party? And why did all of these people, not one person is slipping and saying anything? It's just all hearsay. Something's not adding up.
All right, Tawny's confused, and Pamela is asking, is there a timestamp anywhere for verification?
Nothing on this video.
I can't highlight any questions.
Nothing on this video has a timestamp. This came from the woman that punched Boots in the head with the Maserati, the flat tire. This comes from her. She claims that she lived in the building. This woman also is involved in a very big deal with a very famous rapper.
Oh, yeah.
Bernadette, I don't think she went to drag her boyfriend from the party. What we have kind of collected, and we can't confirm it, is that she needed the Adderall. The boyfriend knew someone in this apartment, knew that he could get it from them, and they went to go get the Adderall. It wasn't like they were planning out to go to this party to actually be a part of it, so much as they were just making a stop for a purchase.
I don't think that's what it went down to, girl. I think she actually went there.
Yeah, see, a lot of this we can't confirm yet because so much is still not put out by any real source.
We do know that she went to that apartment. We do know she's been to that apartment before. We do know her dog has been there before. We do know a man was seen walking with her at the dog park in the building that resembles Naeem. What brought her there that night? Did she go to the party? We don't know. But do I think that she dropped dead right here at this party with all of those people and nothing was out or on video or anything? Today's age? Absolutely not. You can't convince me of it.
Mm-mm. And then for everyone and the other channel to say that on the live she was in no way addicted to anything. She needed that medicine, and that was their reasoning for her being antsy at the party, was because she so desperately, or not the party but the Suns game, was because she so desperately needed this prescription. But in the article to say that she was addicted to it, there's so much conflicting. I just call bullshit. Sorry.
Yeah, and this is coming from I managed to get a couple of his screenshots. This is coming from a guy who claimed he lives in the building. Does he? I don't know. But this guy, Nathan, says this whole thing is tripping me out. Do you like living here? And then he says he loves it. It's a different place for sure. And then he says here to Rachel Very, that's why this Heidi situation is bugging me. If someone brought her here for bad, then that person was probably a short-term rental or knew someone who worked here. This ain't that vibe. Girl here, top tier. All of that. Guys are protective of the ladies.
Well, I wonder why.
So this party was catered. And Nathan also mentions, okay, let's get into the businesses. We know the guy, we know who the guy is. I'm not going to even say his name though. We know who owns the penthouse supposedly where this party took place. He's involved in cannabis companies. He owns, this kid is 33 years old and he is probably a millionaire. I don't find any shade at all with him. Now, Heidi's also involved with money in a company that's involved with the marijuana business, cannabis, CBD, right? Oil, what is it, girls?
Yeah,
Hey,
that's right.
Matt. So she's involved in a firm. The owner of the place where it took place owns a couple companies, and both of these companies are involved in CBS. Is that right? CBS?
No, CBD.
CBD.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jen is asking who the rapper is. I don't know if we said that or not.
You guys can say it if you want.
Okay. Ever heard of a guy named T.I.? There
Of
you
course
go.
they have. It's him, and the problem with the Maserati girl supposedly is somebody who is going after him. Having a Maserati and no way to get a flat tire fixed, and having her being stuck at the chute. There's just so many holes that do not add up. So let's just say she was put in the chute, and the cops went to the landfill. They're on their 10th day. How almost 2 weeks now? How come they haven't found her? Maybe she. Okay, so then we start talking, and I start texting these two an article. What if she's still in the building? Like Kaneko was still in the freezer, and that Amy Lee girl and Yale University, that kid put her in the wall. Jen, that's who she. This is so you know who the girl is that they met downtown because she was very close friends with Ti and Tiny, Tamika, and Shaneka. Oh
Mhm.
yeah, there's a lot of shit going on, Jen B.
We know Maserati chick's name. Do you want to tell them that?
Go ahead. You guys can tell them what you want.
Okay. Sabrina Peterson.
That's who was supposedly at the party.
Look her up. She's kind of known pretty well socially, and like they said, not for necessarily anything good, but she is out there.
And she supposedly lives in this building. She has a child that supposedly walks the dog every night before he goes to bed. His dog knows who Seven is. She has a boyfriend in this building. That's why I don't believe that it was a stop at this party to get something. I think she went to this building frequently to see her new boyfriend. So, one other thing that Nathan said, hang on. So now we're connecting the owner where the party was to cannabis. Heidi has shares in her company that are involved in cannabis. So now Nathan, let me see if I can find it. Nathan posted a picture of Inside Hope and Flower where people are renting out units at 5,000-6,000 a month to what? Open up dispensaries. Am I correct? Is that what Nathan said?
Yeah.
You guys talk what you want. I'm gonna go look for that picture of Nathan real quick.
Cass,
Sorry.
you have anything to say? Go
Yeah.
ahead.
Oh, I had to step away for a few minutes because I could, after reading the article for the umpteenth time, I was getting myself a little bit upset about it,
Aww.
and I had to walk away. I'm sorry, girls, I left you hanging.
Don't worry,
but
I've
I
done
had
it
to walk
before
away.
too.
Yeah, this article. I mean, I saw the live. I was in the chat,
Yes.
and as was iconic, and these two individuals I thought they were, what's the correct word that I don't get myself in trouble, legitimate true crime reporters of
I'm
facts.
sad. I'm really sad about all of this. I found Nathan's messages.
Oh.
No, you go ahead and do your thing because I'm going to save these and then I'm going to pull them out in one folder.
All right, sweetheart. Yeah. So, and I feel like I'm responsible of pushing Ma and Iconic to this YouTube channel because I think I was the one who actually told you girls about it.
Yep.
And I kind of feel responsible for maybe leading you down the track that you, Ma, and you, Iconic, are so strong on. You want to give everybody the facts. Is there some conjecture sometimes? Absolutely, because in true crime you can't have a report about anything without having some conjecture in it. But we, Ma and Iconic, myself, strive to try and categorically prove what we're saying is true before Ma goes live.
Especially when there's a child involved in any type of way. Always.
Absolutely.
We
That is
spend,
my
girls,
big
we
thing.
spend hours digging in forms and papers and permits, and you guys have no idea what
Yes,
we
Elma,
do.
Hours and hours and hours a day we devote to this. And can we put everything out there every time? No, but that's because of integrity and wanting to do our due diligence, not only for ourselves and not only for the victims, but we're bringing this to you too. And to give false information or things that can't be confirmed, it's not okay, especially in an open investigation.
Exactly. And Alma, I have put myself in the corner about this. That's why I had to walk away. I had to put myself in the naughty girls corner or the old farts corner, whatever you want to call me, and reprimand myself for bringing this on.
But
Oh,
the
Cass,
thing is,
stop.
they have the experience and the knowledge behind them. You trusted that because in a perfect world, you would think that that's something that they would know better. They would know this. We are just passionate. We have a passion for this type of thing. And we wanted to look up to them and kind of follow their lead and learn from them. And this is just very eye-opening.
See,
I found the picture of Nathan posting the dispensary inside that building. I just found it. I happened to screenshot it, and I found it in my screenshot history.
Oh, good. The reason why I'm feeling like this is because when I was working, I'm retired now, everybody, that's how old I am. When I was working, I've held many high-ranking positions that have demanded integrity and truth in what I did. I've been a forensic auditor. I've been board level in publicly listed companies on the stock exchange. So my whole working life has always been about integrity. And that's why I love Ma, because I love the integrity that this woman has.
So much. So much.
Oh, guys, don't make me get all sensitive.
Well,
here's
I'm
the
sorry.
picture that we got of the party. This is the best picture in the world. So these two chicks right here I'm convinced that these two are the strippers that were dancing on the floor with this black hair. She's got the money in her hand here, and I'm not trying to be mean, but if you're up in a $24,000 a month place partying and stripping, why are you carrying your money out in a garbage bag?
Classy,
oh my God.
trendy.
Where is your Coach duffel bag, girl? What?
That's a lot of money. You can afford something, a backpack, like a JanSport, something.
Nothing for nothing, but you're gonna leave a party where you just made that money on the 23rd floor of the Hope and Flower, and you're walking out with a busted garbage can and dollar bills in your hands.
Yeah.
You can see the DJ back on the screen. They're mixing some music. Now, wait a second. We have to also question, and this is the film roll that came off of the girl that punched everyone in the head. We're trying to figure out what this van is right here, guys. We need to figure out the catering company. Because the owner of the penthouse doesn't cater parties like this. He caters cannibal events around the country and around the world. This kid has nothing to do with anything that happened in that party last night. I think
No,
the crew that, I think the crew that,
conference catering.
yeah. So, oh, I love my little Matt. He better behave himself. I'm gonna have a talk with him tonight. Oh, he's lucky I love him. So,
Someone's asking if she's alive.
I don't think she's alive.
Well,
That
in
is a
my
skinny
opinion,
leg. That's a skinny leg. And the hand is so big. I hope that's not a guy's leg. And I'm really not being mean, but holy shit. Let's watch the video again. And then I'm going to show you Nathan's pictures where he talks about the stench from the compactor and he shows the pictures of people putting dispensaries.
No, not a cannibals party, a cannabis party.
No, we're not in Lebanon, Missouri here, guys. Hello, Koopa Silver Bullets.
There were other
No.
things happening though besides just the cannabis or CBD or whatever that might have been.
No, Koopa. There's parties involved where a party was at this building. The girl that is missing and presumed dead, Heidi, has partners with her business in the cannabis company. Cannabis, weed, smoke, oils like mushrooms. Mushrooms, no. No, mushrooms aren't part of it. You know, marijuana. Hey, Alicia. So then she has been going to the Hope and Flower. Obviously, Heidi has a boyfriend or someone that she sees there, whatever the fact may be. Who cares? She's single. She can do what she wants. But obviously, her close friends didn't know about this little secret life that she was having on the side. Big deal. They're claiming that she was at this party. I'm going to show the video one more time. Then I'm going to get into Nathan's messages and we're going to wrap it up. Okay, here's the video, Alicia. So it's slowed down. It cannot get any better than this as far as pixels and quality because the lady drives a Maserati and she can't afford a better phone. Okay. Anyways, then she was put down the garbage chute and supposedly she got stuck on the 28th floor and they saw her there and it's something else. We got famous rappers involved. We've got another one involved who was driving the Maserati. Is Peterson, and then we've got the rapper and his wife, T.I. and Tiny. But I don't think they're involved. I think the only involvement is them is their friend being at this party and living at the Hope and Flower. You agree, Iconic?
I do.
And I do not think this woman's picking glass off the floor. She's having way too much smiling in the camera. She's picking up dollar bills. You can see it clear as day. I mean, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure it out. The main question is this. Who catered the party and who was Heidi's boyfriend? Somebody knows him. And we'll get into Nathan's messages where he starts talking about the man that resembles Naeem. My personal opinion, she has a black boyfriend. She likes black guys. Who gives a shit? But the confusion I kept saying to these girls a week ago, she's got someone else that I think resembles Naeem. I think she's in. No, Matt, you can't play it. You can't see shit at normal speed. It's over in 10 seconds, 5 seconds.
Yeah, it's way fast.
You before you even register in your brain what happened, the video's over. Look at that big booty, Matt. Hanging out on the patio, 40th floor, overlooking LA. Does anyone out there even look like they're panicking? She's got a money bag. This is 2 videos in one. So this second part is after they were dancing and they're standing out in that little area. And she's carrying. That is so humiliating. I'm sorry, but you can carry your money in a plastic bag. No, Gen B, but we're going to show you something. We were all thinking that it was a woman that found the dog. But if we read one little clip, let me find it. Anyways, I'm not going to go look for it again. I got what I needed out of those pictures. But somebody claimed, go ahead, you tell them, girl, because you realized that the lady lived close to you and you thought that was kind of weird. But it was not a woman.
Oh yeah, like less than an hour. It's crazy.
But
She said that she knew someone who
she
was in
knew
the building, a man
a
that
man.
was the dog sitter for Heidi, and that Heidi often would request them to watch this dog.
Yeah, that's right.
And what also was said that the man that found the dog on the 28th floor kept the dog for almost a week before
Without
Jim.
saying anything.
But remember what Jim said? Jim said it was an afterthought to even look for the dog until a few days, like 4 days later. So that all adds up. Hey, Maureen. So that does add up, guys. But here's another question you have to ask. If she was visiting somebody that had an apartment here, then why would she have to go bring the dog to a sitter? Why would you even bring the dog to a situation like this if you weren't going to have the dog with you?
That's a great question, Mar.
Exactly. Why is a dog even being dropped off when you just could have dropped the dog at home 10 miles away?
Because
A
I would
lot.
have to imagine if she doesn't have custody of the kid that weekend and she's there visiting her boyfriend, she'd be staying
What'd you
there.
say?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can. You gotta go ahead.
If she didn't have custody of Bond that weekend and she's going to the building to see her boyfriend and she has her dog, I would imagine the dog would be staying with her and her boyfriend, not with a dog sitter.
It doesn't make sense. There's a lot of holes in this, but what's starting to add sense is the stripper catered party, because like Iconic said, those tables got those poles attached, like they were brought there for the party. It was probably a DJ, stripper, and one party.
Yeah,
But
and
who put
you can
on?
see the DJ.
Yep, you can. And she's picking up the dollar bill right there. It's clear as day. It's a bill. Well, maybe 100. I don't know what kind of bill, but it's a bill. And she puts it right to the table. Does anyone in the side chat believe that she's picking glass off the floor or she's picking money off the floor? I'm just curious. Jen, there's no music. I took the music out so I don't get in trouble. It was like talking really loud, a little music in the background, right?
Yeah, you couldn't really make it out.
Yeah, you couldn't make it out though, at all.
This phone is so cheap in quality. They're lucky they probably even got the video.
Well, she's spending all her money on the Maserati.
Yeah, but not the triple A though.
Yes, Kathy. Yes, Kathy. There's footage of Heidi arriving at the building at 16:22, or maybe she could have been there before then and she was taking out her dog for a walk. But you can see her walk. Let's go ahead and show another video real quick. Let's go back and share the video we got last week with the video of the alley. The footage. Okay, let's also remember this. I didn't mention this because I held it close to vest because I was doing the right thing. Supposedly, they were able to get into this Hope and Flower building through the garage, where I'm going to read these messages after this video from Nathan. Nathan claims there's no video surveillance in the underground parking. Okay, so that's okay. So the person that sent me the video was actually able to get into the building through the garage, that the fire door was wide open. She didn't need a FOD key. She was able to get to the 6th floor with no FOD key. That's not some good security on a building. I'm thinking if you can get to the 6th floor inside a building without a FOD key from the garage.
Yeah, absolutely. That goes against all fire regulations, being able to access any floor from the stairwell.
And I'm going to show the two videos. I'm going to show the video walking down the road, and I'm going to show the video of being in the parking garage.
I want to throw this out there too before I forget, in case this hasn't been said, but it was also told to us that the car was actually found in a different location than what we've been told this entire time as well.
Yeah, so we're still not sure. We're not sure where Heidi's car was found yet, and we're not sure if her personal phone and something else was in the car. But that would make no sense if you're going to go visit your boyfriend. That's why, to me, it looks like she's walking 7 on a walk at that time. I think she went to the game when she left because she didn't go home and change. She's wearing the same thing. So I think she left the game at 4:30. She went to visit her boyfriend, and I think maybe at that time, maybe she was taking 7 out before the party started. Like, I'm assuming all of this.
One quick question. How much was the apartment rent again? I forget.
Like $24,000 a month.
Okay.
So this is the walk. So this is actually where Heidi was seen on surveillance camera on the 17th at 18:22. You can see the little poles when this girl comes out in this like coral colored shirt. That's where Heidi was, but she was walking the opposite way from the girl filming this. I'm also told that that was a drug deal that happened right there when
Yes.
the door opened.
That
what
was
I was told.
portrayed a couple of times.
Yeah. Now that's the end of it, but let's go back and show you exactly where Heidi is. Okay. These poles right here, you can see them. Those little parking poles, you can see them right there. When she's walking from this back way towards where I'm sitting right now in my couch, those poles are on her left. That's the timestamp. Well, she's walking down this alley. She's got those poles on her left. And we're not going to go to the 10 Alma because that doesn't add up before the Suns game and her being at the game. That first screenshot might have been a fake, but we know she was at the 18:22 walking down this alley with just a COVID mask in her hand. Because why? Her purse was probably upstairs at her boyfriend's place. Now let's go into the garage video. Hang on, let me share screen. I can't see comments, guys. One sec. Hey, guys, we're getting good at this. All right, here's the video from inside the parking garage below, and then we'll read Nathan's messages so you'll understand. It does start to add up with the cannabis and getting into this building.
Quick question from one of the comments. Is there corridor CCTV on all floors or not?
Well, I'll show you a picture after this. We do have a picture inside with the FOD pads and the floors from what we think and what we can see, but, I'm blinder than a bat. It does look like there's a camera at the elevator coming down a hallway. Doesn't it, guys?
It does look like a camera.
So we'll show you that after this video. So this is the underground where Nathan claims there's no security footage that lives in the building. And they also claim that they got into a door here and all the way to the 6th floor. Notice the observation of that big silver thing on the right. I don't know if it could be related to garbage. Like, how would the garbage truck back up to that? Is that even possible? What is that big silver monster machine? Is that a trash compactor?
Well, that's what I thought it was, but because that's the only area that the vans or trucks could
Jess.
pick up rubbish.
Yeah.
So that must be a decent height underground car park for a garbage truck to get in there.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, when we pass it, you'll see, is there room between this parking pole and that thing? There probably is. And if it's a trash compactor, it probably gets, like, just tied up and pulled out. But there's the elevator to the left right there, and there's the FOD pad. And this says basement level 1, so this is underground, the building. elevator, and whatever that is. And then it's over. And if you notice too, guys, there's something to the right, and you can see it at a quick glimpse right here. You see this?
Yes.
That
Yeah.
too is interesting, whatever that is. That might be the backup too. Like this, if you think a truck could back in, you see this pole here, and you see where that is. Could a truck actually back in there? They probably could.
Yeah,
And I
because
think
it's
that's the
very deceiving on a dash cam or whatever she's using to record this.
trash compactor, Jen. Oh gosh.
The distance between the two. It's either one, it's the trash compactor, or two, it's an air conditioning unit.
No, that's
Allie,
not it. That's not an
Allie,
air
we-
conditioning unit, Kaz. That's got a
Allie,
clearance of I think 6 feet and 7 inches.
we've been in touch with Mal and Boots a lot. We were given a lot of information. I think we're pretty clear on any questions.
Okay, so let's have a look at the one picture in the elevator. Oh, we have another video of inside one of the buildings too. We don't need to play the plan. We played that. One sec. Let me show you guys the FOD pad in the elevator. I mean the hallway. I'm going to share my whole screen, guys, because I don't want to keep going back and forth for these two pictures. Here's the here's the hallway. Now, I don't know, but I think that looks like a camera right there. That's as far as I can zoom in. And there's the exit. And I think, I don't know, is that a camera, guys?
If I had to bet, I would say yes.
And there's a FOD key to get into that door. I really hope that's not the fire door. Like, how would oh my God, Mom, at the house, oh, go back and get the FOD key.
Yeah, there's no way under fire regulations, and I'm very, very aware of them, that you cannot have a fire door locked from the inside of the building. It must be accessible to the stairwell at all times.
Yeah,
is the reverse. It's supposed to be a self-locking door that once it closes, it locks, so you can't access it from
yeah,
the
well,
other
you
side.
can see the doorways here, Kaz. They're probably through this way. And here's the elevator. Looks like it sits right here.
Can it be locked? Yes. The reason why it can be locked is if the fire department knows that there is a fire on that particular level, that door can be locked so nobody inadvertently comes in from the stairwell as they're coming down and go onto a floor that's on fire.
Yep, and here's the FOD key. Please enter destination. And we found the layout to these buildings last night because we were like, each building, like, okay, so the Hope, okay, the 40th floor is the penthouse. It has 3 penthouse units. Kaz and I know for a fact that penthouse 2 was available, 2 weeks ago? Because we were setting up a tour with Melissa Caddick and the man from the realtor. Was that 4001 or 4002? I can't remember that part.
4002.
Yes.
That's what I was thinking, because supposedly this took place in 4001. That building was not available. Also, so we got the penthouse and we have 2 sky homes. So the 38th and the 39th floor are considered sky homes. Then we got the penthouse. Then we got this big pool. We got the sauna. We got the fire pits. Hang on one sec. Hang on. And then on top of that, we got a sky bar. It's got a chef bar. They've got tables. They've got like a club amenity. This is where I think maybe that party took place because only the penthouse and the Sky Home users can use the Sky Bar.
I was going to ask, do you still have that picture that we found that has the layout of the Sky Bar and then
I
all
have
of
it
that?
somewhere, but I'm going to go
Okay.
over Nathan's messages because I don't have long. It's getting ready to get dark here, girl. I got a
Okay.
lot of stuff I need to do. But yes, we do have a picture, but I explained it. It's a Sky Bar. It's a penthouse above the penthouse where you can go party, but only the people that live in the penthouse or the 2-level Sky Homes can go there. I'll post it on the community post, but yeah, that is so was it in 4001 or was it attached to 4001 but in the Sky Bar? You know what I'm saying?
I do.
Sure do.
Okay, so here's Nathan, and there's a lot of these guys, so you guys got to help me out on this one. I'm going to do it in order so we don't lose. And this guy, Nathan, he just pooped. Let's get into these quick little messages. Supposedly, I say supposedly because I don't really know if Nathan lives in the building. You guys can decide from what he says. And these are in no order, guys. These are just. So Trey Anthony says, when is the last time you saw him? And Nathan says, I've seen him at least 2 to 3 times in the past 6 months, and it was never inside. I don't know if he lives in Hope and Flower. They're talking about the guy that resembles Naeem. But we have a nice dog park. However, some owners prefer walks. If this is the guy, then other dog owners would know him. Please contact the police and tell them this. He could still have a unit there for when he comes into town. Anything on that, ladies?
I still have a lot to say, but I don't think time is on my side here.
Yeah, I found that very interesting when I first read that Nathan's post.
And then he says, do you like living there? He says, I love it. It's a different place. I read this one. And then guys protective of the ladies. That was the one I already had. But there's something weird.
I think the article was a jump to the gun, and I'm still not happy about it.
Yeah, it's really sad to say about some Adderall. No, I don't do drugs. I mean, I don't know about Adderall. But would you lace an Adderall with fentanyl? I mean, that just sounds so bizarre to me. I called a couple of friends that know about that stuff, and they were like laughing at me, like I sounded like ridiculous. So here's the one post that I spoke about earlier, where this kid is mentioning dispensaries inside the units. Oh no, Rachel says, I came across this picture on Yelp saying some of the units are dispensaries. Now you understand why people aren't cooperating, he says. That's a dispensary, all right, but we don't know if it's really in the building. We're just going on what these people are saying. But it adds up with the building, her company, and the owner of 4001's building. And we're talking a lot of money, girls, right? I mean, we're talking a lot of money.
Very lot of money.
Like, two of the loans through that one IEC company were like, oh my gosh, like millions of dollars. And Arcadia, the part that, so that company has shares in the IEC company, which does the events, the spreading of the word of cannabis. What is it called? Cannabis.
Yes.
Right?
Correct.
Everyone ties together in the cannabis world. So let's see what else Nathan has to say. Let's see what good old. Let me find where I was again. Okay. Remember, guys, I don't know what order this is in. I just grabbed them. I'm not. So Nathan says, and like I can't go 3 hours. I don't know when it was even taken. The flyers just got posted this weekend. People here aren't watching local news. This ain't that crowd. It's quieter during the week, parties on weekend. If something is going on at Staples, then people might have midweek parties. Most people who live here don't look like they have a real job. Okay, gotcha, Trey says. So this kid comes in with a Nancy Grace, and the dog was found in the 29th floor, not the 28th. Now, I think it's the rumor is really supposed to be the 28th floor. You girls agree with that?
I agree.
The same floor, guys. Let's remember. Hey, Marion. The same floor that Heidi just got stuck on. She didn't go past the 28th floor. At that point, it would probably have been a good time to secretly go into the bedroom and call 911 to come to the building and save this woman. Because Narcan would work probably wonders.
If she went down.
I agree, Allie. We're not talking about that. We are very upset, Allie.
Allie. No,
you need to watch the whole live.
No. Allie.
Oh, hang on. She's fired. I'm going to use the little girls' room. Kaz, control our little child here. Let her say what she wants, though. But I'm going to go because I think I'm going to end up laughing because I'm so aggravated.
She isn't an addict, and that's untrue when we covered that repeatedly. However, it was also your main creator.
Let me say one thing before I get up. Pamela, we called Jim, and we will talk to Jim in a little bit.
It was your creator who signed off on this article going out before, and I'm sorry, but she told us, point blank period, that she was waiting for the police before she put any of this information out because she didn't want to release anything that she shouldn't. So, knowing that, and the article coming out today tells me that she's already talked about it several days ago. She even had her picture up in the paper. But then you want to come back and say that she's an addict in the article, and then on your live say, oh, no, she was never an addict. I think the proper thing to do would have been to read that article before you let it be released, especially knowing that there's a minor involved in this, and he has to read that. But we want to protect him, right? Well, we're all about protecting Bond. Think about how he must feel reading that article anytime from now, because even if you get it rewritten and fixed, it's already out there and it can't be undone. And that's on y'all. I'm sorry. Have we watched your videos? Yes, we've watched your videos, and we've had a very good friendship with Mal and Boots. And I am beside myself. I'm sorry, but I'm getting angry. So, Kaz, you take over.
Okay, so that. The reason why, Allie, that yes, both myself and Iconic was on the live when Mo and Boots gave out information. And what we're upset about is this article came out on the 11th of December. For the Sun to have gotten this article, the interview done for one, then you've got to have it all typeset. It's got to go to print. So there's at least another day. So
and then to actually let it hit the shelves and all of the websites, that takes time too.
Yeah, and the
reason why we're upset because the day that Heidi went missing, we have been following this. We have been talking to people. She has spoken to the cousin Trey, and we kept everything to ourselves. Why? Because we didn't want our information to get out for Bond to read at 11 years old. And we didn't want her name to be dragged. Now she's out of building. It's just, even if that was the case, why is this out there? Like this is
and even if you do correct it, it is too late because how many people have already read the article? If they see it again, they're not going to go read it a second time. And I get what you're saying in the videos, but you should have read the article before you let it go out and make sure that no one was calling her an addict because now her son is dealing with that for the rest of his life. I'm sorry, what you say in your videos is one thing, but what you let go out to a larger audience, that's important. And to have integrity. And you're saying that you have all of this experience behind you. You should know, read what you're putting out there, especially if you're being paid for it.
It was $2,000 for an article for Sun because we've turned the Sun down before. 2,000, not 1,000.
She was already called an addict by the press, and that's what you've done the work. But it was your article, your
Okay,
name.
Kai,
and your picture.
let's not even continue this. It was their article should never have been put out, especially when we're waiting for the police to come out with a search one in the dumps and then to come out and explain what's going on. But now we wake up and we read that she's dead from a
There's
fentanyl
no
lace.
body, which means there's no cause of death yet. And so for you to come out and say she's for sure died of this, we've solved the case, I don't believe it.
In the Sun article at all of that, like that is just, I'm sorry, it is completely wrong. So now it's all out. So hopefully now the police will honestly figure out what's going on because this is completely nuts. And now I do feel bad for her son. I feel bad for her best friends. It's just very sad. That article was absolutely, that's my opinion now. And I'm going to be honest about it. It just really pissed me off this morning. All the work that we've done. We have known who owned that condo. We've set up, we canceled a tour with Melissa Caddick in the penthouse of that building where we were going in because we let Boots and Mo just go ahead and do what they were going to do because they were so on it and they had morals. They were holding it close to them, and we did too. And then boom, we wake up to this morning. No, I'm sorry. It doesn't work like that.
No.
Not on the YouTube streets. The etiquette on the YouTube streets has been completely violated and broken as far as I'm concerned, and that's it.
And knowing that it's the Sun, you would think you would check your you would know something about the Sun before giving them any information. If they're not good people and they're putting out BS articles as it is, why would they be the people you go to?
All right, let's get back into Nathan's messages. He starts talking about the shoot. So Nathan says, Sherry Thompson, someone planning to throw the body would probably look into this though, right? Our shoots used to get clogged almost weekly. Then it became every few months someone who resides here wouldn't pick our shoot. It's not reliable. The body has a greater likelihood of being found versus making it to the dump. So the shoot, you hear what he says? He goes here. Nathan, opinion. I think likelihood of shoot is slim. However, fact her dog was found on the 28th floor. There is a chute a small frame body can fit. It's a logical one to think on and to rule out the very least. You okay, Iconic?
Well, Kaz dropped out because she's pissed off, and I understand right now.
Okay, well, you need to it's already out. It is what it is. I'll call Kaz when we get through Nathan's articles because I'm not going to ruin this.
No.
So Nathan says, Trey, sorry, I can't. Nathan, I'm trying to help as much without revealing myself. The people involved are connected. Nathan Averant, you can call the anonymous tip line. You don't know who's involved in Heidi's disappearance, right? So how would you know they're connected? News articles mention an SEC investigation. I call that day one. Well, not day one, after I did a lot of investigating on the dates and the times and who was involved and hours in this case. Hours. Okay, so it says seeing her, but the dog. And then Asia, there's a guy that looks like this man who walks a dog and is friendly with the chicks with dogs. Could be mistaken identity, but there aren't that many black dudes that have that look. He looks well educated, clean cut. There aren't many dudes here who wear collared shirts. So this type of guy would stand out. Trey says, will you please call the police with this info? Let me look at comments. Yeah, calm down, girl. Don't. It is what it is. Maybe they'll get it. Maybe they'll get it fixed. But we can't control what went out in that article. But hopefully it could be controlled that little boy is not going to see it or a friend's not going to say, "Oh, your mom died from a fentanyl overdose, laced Adderall." What the entire? Oh my God.
Like let's get a actual cause of death and a body before we start spewing speculation.
Well, they're claiming I get what you're saying, high hopes. Listen, this is why this hits home for me. I lost my sister in June 2020 of an accidental drug overdose. So this is really pissing me off, but I'm not even going to take it to that level. The thing of it is, even if she was going to get an Adderall, even if that was the case, why are we putting this out before her body is even found? Unless she was found, and they're not telling us, but I do not think that is the case.
I don't think they would let some Sun article be the one to release that information.
We're talking about gangs. We're talking about rappers. We're talking about. It's just it opens up a woman who drives a Maserati but can't afford to have her tire changed, or her phone sucks. Get a new phone, will you, Sabrina Peterson? Because your phone bites ass. So, all right, I'm over. So let's see what else this guy says. One sec, Nathan. Okay, so that's where he just talks about if somebody was in there, he would have a key fob, which is not true because we've known that someone got in there to the 6th floor. Here's an interesting one from Nathan. A planned murder. No cameras in the hallways. Residents afraid to talk. Now that one camera does look like it's shooting down the hallway to me. People with cameras would probably give the footage, but getting access to them to ask, not happening. The chick in the video is a friend. Had her record, so I can't be identified. Most people who actually have through a Halloween social. No one talked about it. People aren't watching the news. The flyers that were posted this week help. There's an H&F group on here where you can get in contact with residents. I looked for it but couldn't find it. But we found it, but that was more like a showing the condo type deals, not like where residents talk, but I don't know. Hang on, we got a couple more. Nope, I already got that one. Hang on a second. There's only like 4 more. Hang on.
Mm-hmm.
Same one though. I think that might be it. Hang on, guys. Okay, this one's new. So then Nathan says, Asia says, how have the detectives not spoken to anyone on the 28th floor? That just doesn't seem plausible. I agree. Brent, sure seems odd, but with this much info that seems firsthand, perhaps there's enough cause. Asia management, some residents are shady and don't want cops snooping around. My friend on a different floor was told to call residents with any info. I don't know of any resident that spoke with detectives. Many have no idea. We are all just learning. There's 4 more, but let me just see. These might be doubles. Yep, that's a double. Oh, here's the one about the smell. Ugh. So then he says, thought the smell was coming from my kitchen. It was strong and heavy in the hallway. That was the first and only time I've ever smelled the trash chute. And we got a picture of this trash chute. I'm skeptic that a murder occurred here, but that stench, it wasn't normal. Trash smell. I can't describe it. I'm on the 28th. I think the trash fall to the basement 1 level below the ground. That's a long way for a stench. When I saw reports on Reddit that other residents smelled it too, that was a red flag. The chute door could have been open on multiple floors. The repairs for the chute were next to the elevators on the 1st floor. So it was obvious that repairs were being done. We were also told that the day that they were there, they were pulling the walls off by the chutes, right?
That's right.
So they were repairing walls by the chutes or something like that. So then Nathan claims that there was a stench. Supposedly she was thrown down there. They're looking for her in the dump. And that's it.
You want to look at the comments?
I'm not addressing comments in here. We can talk on a personal level. I put out what I had and what I thought needed to be put out. And yes, I was a little shocked with that article this morning. So Now we put out our thoughts on what's going on. So that's all I really got to say about that. But we'll talk to you guys. No issues with that. But this was a little shocker this morning. Do you have anything to say, Kylie?
I think I've said everything I need to say. And yes, my name's Kylie, guys.
Oh, sorry about that, girl.
You don't think we're being fair? Well, I can say the same.
It's just a matter of having everything for so long and waiting for them to come back and talk about the search at the dump, and then you wake up and you read an article from an overdose, fentanyl, Adderall laced with fentanyl. It's just, yeah, I don't know what it is. Just, ugh, I don't like it. But why is the information at the sun? Why are we taking information to the sun and not keeping it for?
Why can't we wait for the body to be found and a cause of death to be released?
That was like that was an article to me, honestly. I'm going to be honest. That was a cloud article. It was just, it should have been, do it afterwards. Go out when something comes up, but shit, like now, it's just, and now all the web sleuths will run with it. And this poor little boy, hopefully this little boy is not going to find this article. And okay, so that's really it.
Yep.
As far as I know. See, Iconic is so bothered because she has a very connection with children.
Yeah, when it comes to the children, that's where I get sensitive.
It does. Pamela, you're absolutely correct. You are correct. Pamela said it all in one word. That's the problem. Even if every word in the article is true, which I said through this live, even if it's true, it remains a horrific tragedy of a loving mother's end of life with an 11-year-old boy that just lost his mother, that has a phone, he's on social media. It's not going to take a lot to see a tag with his mother of an overdose with a laced Adderall pill. It's just
that claims she was an addict, and even if you said she wasn't an addict, the article went out and called her one under your
was in bad
name.
taste. But that's our opinion. Our opinion was it was in bad taste. Very bad taste. And that's it. And that's how I feel about it. And I am one of my word, and I do what I do, and I stick to how I feel. I personally never would have done that, but hey, that's you guys. So now that we had all the information that we were told to hit, you didn't want us to say anything. We didn't say a word for days because you were waiting in our mind for police, not for Sun Magazine.
Even in your live, you said the police never contacted you, so you were just going to get it out there.
But you...
So... I'm just having a lot of trouble with this.
Yeah, it's pretty messed up, actually. It is kind of messed up. Just, even if you kept that behind the scenes, it was definitely interesting intel to have. But to give it to the Sun and let it go out there to the fact that it looks like this woman trotted down to a party with strippers and drugs and broken glass, and she bought herself a Adderall laced with fentanyl, and she was dancing and she fell on the dance floor, and then people just decided, oh yeah, we're not going to call the cops, we're not going to go leave her somewhere, we're just going to shove her down the trash chute where she gets stuck on the 28th floor. Sorry, I'm not buying it. And it's how I feel, and I'm a little disappointed. And the right thing would be to probably get of the fentanyl taken off of this, and I think his mom died the way, which is for the investigators to tell us and us not put it in the sun, but that's my opinion. Everyone's different, guys, though, right? That's why we all make this world go round and round.
Yep.
Supposedly, Elsie, there's a party of witnesses that decided to put her into the trash chute, where she hasn't been found yet. Guys, go check out the article on the Yale girl that went missing. Do you remember what year that was?
I don't. I'm sorry.
Where she was killed in the building, and they actually put her into the walls of the university. Maybe she's still in the building. She was taken out in a trunk. The guy did
It
say
looks
that
like
there's
it
no
was in
cameras out there.
2009. Her name was Annie Lee.
Annie Lee. Yep. But it's getting dark here, guys. I got about an hour to take care of things before it's snowing and cold and dark here. So that's all I've got for this video. What about you?
I have nothing else to say.
I am going to call you when this video ends. I can tell you. Thank you for coming in. I'm sorry we had a little drama today, but it is what it is, right?
Always.
Alma, don't worry. We'll find you. Kaz owes me. Iconic and I are going for a half trip to Australia. That I said something on a live one time, and it wasn't a bad thing, but it was like something weird about shoes or something, Iconic. Like weird. And I said, Kaz, I never said that. She goes, yes, you did. She goes, I'll tell you what, I'm going to go find it. And when I do, she said, I'll send you a ticket to Australia. So we're going to buy one, get one free to Australia. And we're going to see Kaz.
That'll be great.
We're not done digging on this case. Now we've got a few more leads to go on to see. Maybe if we can figure out who exactly Heidi was visiting at the building. We're going to the Letitia Stout trial if she doesn't end up getting she is going back for her third evaluation back to the state hospital because the judge thinks that she has DID.
Well, she's definitely got something. She is a crazy, crazy lady.
Iconic, thank you. Kaz, I know you're listening. Thank you. I love you, Kaz. So let me go talk to my ladies and make sure they're okay. Everyone, thank you for coming in. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Keep your baby safe. Iconic, thank you.
Bye.
Bye.